Ideally, I would say only use matchup when the team passing, because you move a player and you press matchup to cut the passing lane, for example. Your player does a contextual block. But if somebody's dribbling or fake shotting and stuff like that, I don't think you should use matchup. Obviously, these are basic stuff, not to insult anybody's knowledge, but a lot of people may not know. I will make a video explaining this for those. Now, on this is basically telling you, green circle, it means yes. X, it means no, like don't use it. And triangle, it means like hold up and then do an action. So when it comes to matchup, you should use matchup when your opposition does passing and shooting, because it makes sense. If somebody's trying to shoot, when you use the matchup button and align it, obviously, it will do that contextual block, new ways of defending they introduced on PS1. And same thing with passing. You want to cut the passing lane. You move into the lane and you press matchup. Of course, a lot of times you use matchup when the player slows down. I'm not saying you never use it unless it's passing and shooting, but it just depends where you're facing. It says here, ideally, never use matchup if somebody's doing fake shots, which a lot of people fucking do. When it comes to feints or dribbling, the triangle means hold. Like, wait for the transition of the animation to finish and then press. You always get them. Like, a lot. When I played against that, like, previous rank 1 and another guy on top 500, top 100 actually, they always do that move when they cut in, fake shot, and then you go at them, they do double touch. They always use that combination. Like, as soon as they cut in, I know it's going to be double touch. Whether it's left and right, and ideally with Neymar is going to be outside, so they can do, if there's space, going to be outside. So always wait for them to do the double touch, and then I go at them. But obviously, if you rush, you get caught. When it comes to pressure, use pressure when somebody's fake shooting a lot and dribbling a lot. Don't use pressure when somebody's shooting and passing. Why? Because if you pressure, the guy's going to pass. Like, what are the chances? Because when you run towards the ball, it's always a bad touch. Always causes problems most of the time, unless you slide tackle or whatever. So this is basically a very basics of defending when it comes to the game, as long as you understand what circle, X, triangle stands for. Just a quick thing, really, for those of you guys who are new to the game, or maybe you're just transferring from PES to eFootball and you're thinking, hold on, we got matchup, we got pressing, we got team pressing, we got, all these buttons. Like, don't complicate it too much. I know many people barely use shoulder charge, which is quite effective, but there's an exploit to it as well, which I don't like. A lot of times people use one or two things. Like, there's no one way of defending. It just depends who you're facing, how he's playing, what he does. So yeah, when it comes to pressing, use pressure when opponent dribbling or doing fake shot, which a lot of people do that, especially when they know, a lot of times when I'm live streaming, when they know they're live or they take a 2-0 lead, they start skilling and kicking. But obviously you got to time it. When it comes to skilling, obviously, as I said, it's a triangle here. So meaning hold up, wait for the animation to finish, and then press him. And it's so on. So again, circle means yes, triangles mean hold up and then do it, X means no. Playing the game now, obviously, I'm not saying you should never use matchup if somebody's dribbling. It works most of the time.